When you put it on your wrist, you just feel special.
That could allow you 4,000 in part exchange.
So it's pretty much name your price.
It's Marmite. You either love it or you hate it.
Done in Meteorite, Daytona.
There's nothing inferior to the 20 to the 21.
But I think the dream team is back in town.
So guys, heavy hitter that's landed at Watchtrader this week. So it's a watch that I have to show you because it's definitely one of my personal favorites. Let's pull it out of the box and see what you think. So in my opinion, this is 100% a power moves piece. Okay, so we have for you the rose gold Nautilus 5990. If you see this watch on somebody's wrist, you know they're a serious guy. When you put it on your wrist, you just feel special. It's one of those watches. Honestly, you have to have it on your wrist to appreciate how this watch actually looks and feels. It's definitely, I'll say it again, one of my favorite pieces. The rose gold and the blue dial, the watch just pops. So it's a flyback chronograph. It has home time, it has local time, it has local and home day and night indicators, it has date, it has everything going on in its complications, and the watch itself is just stunning. This watch is a serious relationship piece at Patek. The allocations for this particular watch is going to be very few and far between. It's going to be a piece that you're going to be offered after you've purchased numerous watches with an RRP of £90,000, and the watch is currently trading at more than double RRP. That's saying the market price really shows the true demand that's out there for this piece. This particular watch is 2023. The watch initially came out in 2021, so you can't find pre-owned pieces on the market. So the 5990 as a model has been out for a number of years in steel only. In 2021, they released this, the full rose gold version with the blue dial, and what a watch it is. In my opinion, it is the nicest Nautilus money can buy. The type of clients who are picking up these sort of pieces are the sort of guys who have no need to wait or waste their time with the AD scenario. They're ready to pull the trigger and pay the grey market price for this piece and get it on the wrist straight away. Most of these guys are going to have a serious watch collection behind them. This is a definite pickup for a serious watch collector in my opinion. This particular watch is already pre-sold. It was a client's order, so thank you very much for purchasing with us. If you are interested in this watch or anything similar, just drop us a message, we'll be happy to help.
Right, so it was like 4 years ago when you bought this. You have a couple of options. I'm looking at them for what they're available for now, and that it's like between 4,000 and 5,000. I think for a part exchange, we would allow 3,500. If you allow us to sell this for you first, then we could return 4,000. Let me just see what deals I can do on these. The difference is the resale value of a Hublot after 4 years is different to that of a Rolex.
Of course, yeah.
The gentleman's looking at two 41mm sub dates, the 126610 LNs. They are both pretty much in immaculate condition. That one has a couple of stickers on the clasp. So I'm just gonna have a look and see what I think we would offer in a part exchange for the Hublot.
And what is the Hublot? Is it a big bang or classic fusion? Or?
It is a big bang. It's purchased from us in 2019, and it's the steel with the ceramic bezel, rubber bracelet.
What's the difference in price on them?
On our website, £800. The newer one's 11,750. The older one is 10,950. What I would say though is, if you wanted the newer one, I could allow you 4,000 in part exchange for the Hublot. It's entirely up to you. There's nothing inferior to the 20 to the 21 if you're just looking for the best price.
Mm-hmm. So what we're looking at £500 difference?
Yes. If anything, I think the older one's very slightly better condition than the other one, because it's, like I say, it's got stickers on it. There's no chance of that being...
Why is that? Just lack of wear? Just hasn't been...
Well, in the Rolex shop, they should take out all the stickers. Usually that's what they do. For some clients, they'll leave some on, they'll leave all of them on for some watches, but it just proves that it hasn't been worn. If a watch has been worn and then polished, it will still appear quite new. Obviously, you can tell, but if they've got Rolex factory stickers on, then you know that that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
What we're doing here is we're doing a part exchange deal. So this is a really nice gentleman who's come down today, and he's making a purchase of a new watch, but he's also trading in his previous watch, which he purchased from us a couple of years ago. So the watch that he's trading in is actually a stunner. It's the Daytona Oyster Flex Yellow Gold, aka the Pikachu, with the yellow and black subdial dial. It's a beautiful watch. But the one that he's picking up from us, he's upgrading to the very special Meteorite dial Daytona. So the same watch but with different dials. So he's moving from the Pikachu, which he's wore and enjoyed, and he's trading up for the very special Meteorite dial. You know, now this watch is discontinued. This piece that he's managed to pick up is a 2023 watch. Hopefully in years to come it's going to be a very collectible piece. I believe it will be so, and yeah, hopefully you're happy with this one.
Absolutely, it's a stunning piece. Been waiting for it for a while. I was waiting from when it was discontinued for prices to soften a little bit. They have to an extent.
Before you pulled the trigger.
Yeah. However, sort of 12, 18 months ago, that watch was selling at probably 100k, which I just thought was a little bit way too heavy to be fair. But it got to a stage where I thought, well, okay, it's a case that it's now or never. I don't think that they're going to come down much anymore now. So I think it's strike while the iron's hot for the particular piece. Yes, it's a considered purchase. Yes, it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of watch. And as Stuart rightly said, these discontinued models tend to hold a value like a Van Gogh, really. So
definitely. It was officially discontinued along with all of the other models. 8 Watches and Wonders, so back in March, April time of this year. They haven't been in production, but they still have been filtering through the Rolex ADs and from the factory to the ADs. So yeah, we've managed to secure an unworn 2023 piece. It took us maybe 2 weeks to wrap this whole deal up, going backwards and forwards with pricing, making sure pricing was correct, because there's quite a fluctuation of prices in the market with these particular pieces. The reason being is there isn't so many to choose from, so it's pretty much name your price. Whatever the last one sold for, the next person might add a little bit more on top and use that data and so on. But I think we've found the gentleman a very fair deal, and we've done a trade-in where we're taking in his watch, which is in brilliant condition, which I'm happy with. And yeah, he's going to be walking out the door with this stunning Meteorite Daytona, and hopefully it's a watch. Well, I know it's a watch that he's going to cherish and he's going to enjoy, and hopefully it grows in value in the near future. Yeah, we also stuck a curveball in there, Harry. we had the full bracelet version to show him, to see which he preferred, and he went with the original choice, which was the Oyster Flex. He finds it's going to be a lot more wearable and more suited to his taste. And we do have also the full bracelet, so we have 2, one going out, one still available.
What's the difference in value approximately between the two?
Ballpark figure, you're probably talking around £10,000.
Right,
really? As a minimum.
Okay.
Difference.
So that's a testament to the popularity of the Oyster Flex at the moment.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Yes.
Because at retail they would have been quite different.
Yeah. So
but in the market,
in the current market, the Oyster Flexes are flying. You know, the really hot watches, or whatever combination.
What I like about it though is that the Oyster Flex isn't just the bracelet model with a Oyster Flex strap on. It's actually got the ceramic bezel.
Correct.
Which gives it a distinct difference. So you could actually argue a case to have both, if you wanted.
Yeah, or you could go with a different metal, but if it's preferred in the same metal, then yeah, ideally. But and you choose between the Oyster Flex, which is potentially a lot more sportier looking and more versatile. Yeah, and you can get away with wearing it more. Where this, I would say, especially with this dial, is going to be more of a statement piece and something that you potentially don't wear as often. So this one, I would feel you're going to get more wrist time.
absolutely
Using it, definitely.
Here we are at Watchtrader Co, Jesmond, Newcastle upon Tyne. You know, I always like to put that in.
You do indeed.
And it's Josh and I have been described as the dream team recently with our Q&A, but I think the dream team is back in town.
The real dream team.
Harry-
Well, Hendo, we have a selection of the latest watches that have arrived here in store. I've put some on your side, I've got some on my
So,
side.
when you say latest watches, you
Yeah.
don't mean latest watches as in new release latest watches, or do you mean latest watches to come in stock at Watchtrader?
Yes, so this is the most recent stock that's come into Watchtrader. However, there
Okay.
are some of the latest watches in terms of very new watches.
Now you're just trying to confuse me, Harry.
Exactly.
No, what you got to remember is I'm getting a little bit old. I'm getting a little bit grey as the day goes on. The grey matter gets me. No, I'm only joking. Yeah, I've got exactly what you're on about. You've picked out some very interesting watches.
Well, I'm going to kick off with some of the bread and butter watches that we get in here at Watchtrader. So we've got a range of Datejust that have just come in. White dial, Oyster fluted.
Yeah.
Bit of an underrated one, I think. And then these two here are some of the newer motif dials.
Yeah. So
Two of the most popular
the
colours.
green is just blows me away. Blue is never my favourite colour in watches, but the green, if you'd seen me at the ball last week, I had a green velvet jacket on. I should have had that watch on my wrist.
Fluted Jubilee here with the blue, and then we've got Oyster with the fluted bezel with the green. So they are some of the bread and butter watches that have come in.
I've just seen the champagne motif dial in 36. Got to be the best 36 watch that they've brought out in a long time.
Well, we just had one of those sold to a customer with the diamond dial.
Oh,
Remember, it was a couple came in and
that's
he,
right.
he
Yeah,
bought
that's
one
right.
for his,
Yeah.
for his missus.
I think that for this, coming up to this festive season, shall we say, would be an amazing watch. A novelty. You're not getting another watch.
Well, I think it's just a great variation on an absolute classic combination. But I'm going to turn your attention to some of the GMTs that have come in, because we've had a Jubilee GMT Master Pepsi.
Yeah. So this is we'll hold these up. So we've got a modern.
Oyster.
So I think it's a 2022 Oyster Pepsi. You know, the speculation of the watch that's difficult to manufacture, the watch that's not available. And then we go to my department. So the classic Coke colours, red and black. A fantastic condition, used watch. But for the people that follow, this is just something special.
To point out a difference, this is a GMT Master and this is a GMT Master 2.
So a 16700 to do what the cool kids do, and a 16710.
Yeah.
So older model, newer model, slight differences in the movement. The big physical difference is that the Pepsi is on Jubilee. It's factory, it was supplied, and if you show the viewers the clasp, this watch I think has been touched on the side of the case, but it's got factory chamfers, it's got factory finish. It is incredible. I know I always go, wow, oh, whoa, I love that, but that is something special. The outer of the bezel is like new. I think this is one of those watches that has been worn a couple of times, and in 23 years, because it's a year 2000, it is a testament to the previous owner.
All right then, so we've had a couple of Submariners come in. Non-date Submariner, classic watch. And then also one of my favourites, I think a lot of people forget this one actually exists. This is the Smurf, it's nicknamed. So it's the full white gold watch with the blue dial as well.
So I get asked, can I not get a stainless steel watch with blue dial, blue bezel? Unfortunately, they don't make it.
I think the Smurf, along with the Hulk, because they're of the same generation, are probably still a little bit more popular than the Starbucks and the Blueberry. I wonder if Rolex will ever go back with the newer 41 mils and actually make it so that the dial and the bezel are the matching colour. Who knows?
I'm going to run ahead with you, Harry, because I've just said, you know, blue isn't my favourite colour. Now that this is Patek 5711 blue. This is AP blue. Now that is just such a great
Yeah.
combination. Stainless steel and that blue.
Blue dial, always probably the most desirable dial in the Royal Oak range. So that one's just come in. Two other brands, icons. So we've got the Navitimer from Breitling. This one's on a leather strap. That looks to me like a 42 mil. Possibly 44?
43 mil.
Okay.
Classic Navitimer on pin buckle, which you can get that on leather with deployant or leather with pin buckle. I think with a watch of that size, it works much better on pin buckle.
Yeah, looks like a very fresh strap as
Yeah.
well. So that one is available online. And then again from Omega, we've got a Diver 300. We'll get a lot of these in. I think this is probably the most popular watch from Omega.
Yeah.
And I think it actually looks especially great on the rubber. I prefer it on the
You've
rubber.
just been away on holiday. We've been talking about holiday watches, and I've just spotted a favourite of yours as well, Harry, on the corner of the desk.
Yeah.
For a holiday watch is the rubber. Some people say, oh, it sweats when you're in the heat, but I think it's just a great thing for getting in and out of the pool.
Definitely.
You're not scratching your
You've got
bracelet.
sun cream on and
Yeah.
this, that and the other. Maybe, you know, rubber's just, it's easy to clean and it's going to
Sure.
hold up really well. Speaking of that other watch, this is a precious metal. This is the Yachtmaster 40 in rose gold. This is a fresh 2023 piece.
I think this is your little sinful...
I really like this watch.
Your little desire. I think you're a huge, huge fan. The combination, black oyster, black dial, black bezel, rose gold,
Yeah.
really, really good. But the size works for me.
I think the size is great. I love the fact that it has the adjustable clasp, which is a more recent addition to the Oyster Flex range. But I also just really like how they've been subtle with the differences in finishing. The matte bezel, which is ceramic, you've got polished sections, matte sections, the dial's matte, but the case is polished. I think it's just a really cool and quite unique looking Rolex watch.
And you've got a small addition to the family here.
Yeah, so this is a Cartier Santos Dumont, which is on leather. I believe this is the large model. There's small, large, and extra large.
Yeah, that's the large. In classic watch terms, it's a mid-size. This watch is quartz.
Yeah.
This watch is used, but you can see by the strap that it's had very, very minimal wear. Great Christmas present.
I'm going to turn our attention to this guy because it's a one that I hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
So this is a Oyster Perpetual Datejust. All gold though. You can't currently buy an all gold Datejust. So this is from the past.
Yeah, this is from the past, and one of the questions that you've just said to me, and one of the things is that this watch, although it looks like a vintage watch because it has the riveted bracelet, I mean, it's 20 years old. I think with this will be an early 2000s, and I think this bracelet ran until the mid 2000s, but it's looks vintage.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You either, it's Marmite, you either love it or you hate it, but the condition is impeccable. The clasp again.
Yeah, the
is
crown's
like,
really quite sharp, isn't it? Which is cool. So
there is one little mark on the clasp, but that could be taken out. But the watch is in, again, above average condition.
yeah, given its age, I would say so. I'll hold one of these guys.
Right, okay.
So these are the 1-2 reference.
Yeah, so these are the
Daytonas.
brand new reference Daytonas,
Yep.
brand new to the market. People are asking me, is this new dial got like a meteorite? Is it like the rainbow? Is it like meteorite in the subdials? No,
Right, okay.
it's not. It's just a new dial. So this black dial will surpass the chocolate dial in my mind because it is just so fresh. These subdials just look so good on the dial. I mean, you know, I rave about the old vintage stuff, but that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is a really stunning watch.
Beautiful. And black, light subdials with diamonds. Slightly braver purchase.
It is white gold, so it's the most subtle of the precious metals. However, on this one, you can see the border around the ceramic bezel, so you've got that extra bit of flash. And then the dial proportions have been tweaked as well, haven't they?
What I like about it the most, because being in the watch game, I have seen many damaged ceramic bezels. That is just going to be longevity, and it just finishes the watch off. Dare I say it, in a Daytona, it looks even more money.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very smart. I'm sure they've made subtle changes to the case as well, whether it be the thickness of the lugs or the thickness of the actual case itself. Yeah, we're just talking about the visuals, and the kind of obvious differences, but it is really cool to see these filtering through into the market, fresh new watches.
Okay guys, so we're back, another week, another deal of the week. This time I've got two watches, one's a Tudor, one is a Rolex. So we'll start off with the Tudor. We have got a 2022, slightly used, Tudor Harrods, 41mm stainless steel watch. This is a boutique only watch, obviously you can only buy it from Harrods, it is in the name. This one comes with a full set, warranty card, booklets, everything, and also comes with like a NATO style strap. So you can change the strap on it also. The website price, we are asking $2,950. The retail price is $3,450. And for the deal of the week price, we are going to do £1,000 off retail, which is $2,440. You will need to go onto our website, type in the product code 5359, add it to your basket, and add the discount code YouTube 5359 to get this watch. Then moving on, we've got a Rolex OP41 Oyster Perpetual. This one is with my favourite dial, the green dial. This is a 2023 watch. It looks to me to be unworn, so it's perfect condition as new. Both swing tags with the watch, booklets, warranty card, everything with it. On our website, we are asking $7,950. For deal of the week, we are going to do $6,950. So again, £1,000 off our price. And to redeem this watch, you're going to go on the website and type in the code 5360, add it to your basket, and add the discount code YouTube 5360. So yeah guys, those are both the deal of the weeks with the green theme. And yeah, let me know your thoughts and be quick.